Hey. I had to get up here because I went today to the fish market. And I need y'all to see this fish. I bought 6 of them, but I already put 4 in the freezer. So I'm going to cook one today and probably one tomorrow. And then I'll take them out if I want to eat some Saturday. But y'all, I don't even know if it's going to fit in my fryer. Let me get these lights too. And yeah, I'll show you what kind of fish fry that I'm going to use. And I'll show you the fish. And we're going to fry this together. But like I said, when you eat when you eat fish in front of people, it looks a little bit nasty because I'm picking all in my mouth, pulling bones and all that kind of stuff. However, I just wanted y'all to come along with this fish because it's giant. But I like them. I found that I like them. So, you know, I didn't think I would like that big fish because I thought the meat would be dry. It is not dry. You know. So I'm gonna show y'all the fish, but first let me show you this is the fish fry that I use. It's the Louisiana Cajun fish fry. And this is it already, that I use kind of already in a bag. Because I eat fish almost every day. I just put it in the refrigerator. Because I put the whole fish in here. As you can see, it kind of orangey looking, so it already gives it a nice, really nice color. Gives it a really nice color. So I like it like that. That's nothing crazy or nothing like that. I ain't trying to say that I just like brown things. I'm just saying I like for my fish to come out, you know, a little bit crispy on all sides because I want those bones in there to get as hard as they can so that if I can eat it, I'm going to eat it because the tail, that's out of here. The fins, out of here. When I say out of here, mean I'm crunching that almost first. So I didn't try a different hot sauce. I tried a different hot sauce on my fish, right? And it's the Great Value one. I don't even want to promote them right now at all. But this is my staple, right? But this had another flavor to it too that was really, really good on the fish that I ate last night. I ain't mad at that. So that's what I'm gonna have. Let me show y'all this huge fish while I put it in this bag. Hate to even get it on my hands right now. I ain't never gonna be down with the smell of fish, to be honest with you. It's just a little funky. Y'all. Already seasoned it. I'll show you what I seasoned it with. Look at that bad boy. That is big. And they actually, I just get them to gut it. And I already seasoned it, like I said. But last time, remember, they split it wide open. I don't know if there's butter flying out. I don't know. I don't like it like that. I don't know if this one is bigger. But there's definitely some in there that's bigger. But I think I tried not to put them. Let's see. They're about the same, ain't they? This one might be a little bit bigger. Let's kill that one today. But yeah, I love fish. And I'm grateful that I do because well, I hope, you know, anything you do too much, they say, you can make anybody sick of it, or it can all be bad for you if you do it too much. So I hope I'm not eating too much of it. So but I don't even, like I said, I don't even know if it's gonna fit in this pan. I could cut the head off, but I want to see what it looked like the whole thing cooked, to be honest with you. I'm that one that just wants to see what it looks like, a whole big fish across your plate like that. And I'm gonna put it on, wash my hands. I'm gonna put it on this platter. Yeah. Super excited about the giant looking fish coming out of the hot grease and the way it's gonna look. We're gonna put this flour all over it. Batter, flour, whatever you want to call it. I don't call it batter because my mama used to make a batter and put eggs in her batter. Like she had flour, hot sauce, and then her seasonings were, I think she used milk. Can't tell it all, can't tell it all. But she did put eggs in there. Anyway, the people at church when she used to cook, they still talk to me about my mama chicken, right? Everybody loved my mama chicken. Growing up, my mama didn't grow up rich or close to it. So she probably learned how to put some stuff on the chicken, probably to put a lot of, you know, put some substance on it. Because, you know, when you batter stuff, you get more breading and stuff like that. So she probably created something possibly so that everybody can get full. Who knows? And she had all us whore hairs around there. That was 5 of us running around. 4 boys and 4 boys and 1 girl. And honey, we were all hungry all the time. But we didn't want grown people food. We probably, I don't even know if we ate fish. I don't remember eating fish. I remember catching fish. We loved going fishing. My daddy took us to the pier and we would go fishing out in front of the house. We would go fishing anywhere we could go fishing. I love fishing. Flour got down my throat. I'll show you what it looks like. I ain't gonna touch it again right this minute till I get ready to put it in this grease. So it's getting hot. I'll show you just in case some of you haven't been, because you know I have so many followers, you know. Anyway, there's a possibility that you haven't been here and seen my deep fryer that I use. And I had moved it out of this corner because this grease was popping on my you know, that girl that I don't like to say her name, but it starts with an A, because if you say a name, she starts talking back, and I said I was going to name her something else. I thought about Bella. I don't know why. Anyway, I put more grease in there. So the grease is a little deeper than I normally would have it if I was just frying a regular pan-sized fish, which is all I'm really used to frying, to be honest with you, is pan-sized fish. Just lately, I think I fried a fish with y'all 2 days ago, something like that. Maybe. Anyway, that's the first time I ever fried anything that big, or possibly even seen anything fried that big, but it didn't have a head on it. So I don't think I knew you could fry those fish. Big fish like that. I'm gonna mix up my little juice. It ain't gonna have nothing in it. It's just juice. We don't drink no more. No, none of that. Thank you, Jesus. None of that Karen Zones. But I tell you what kind of juice I drink. And I mix it up with really anything, but I mix it up with this and sometimes another juice, but the only thing I think I got right now is either some cranberry and the zero cranberry cranapple or something like that. But anyway, any of these, I mix it up just so that I can get a seltzer. You can get this from, you know, the place that starts with a W. And you can get it from Food Line too. They got flavored water. It's just seltzer water with flavor. This can come from anywhere as well. But this is the Minute Maid Zero. They got the mango one, which I think I have one. I think I have a mango one. As a matter of fact, hold up, I'll show it to you. But it has 1 carb per 8-ounce fluid ounce. And it is the best. I'm not going to mix it with that today. I'm just going to mix it with this mandarin. But I am going to show you this mandarin orange. I am going to show you the mango punch one. Because it's good, I just want this. This is what I want right here. And sometimes I mix it with water because I'm supposed to be thinning it out. And I am going to do that today. And I look like that because I really don't want to. But I will. I laugh because I put the smallest amount of water in there that I possibly could. But, so, I will go ahead and finish this off. Well, no, I won't. Because I put so much water in it. I won't even get that much juice. I had this cup made by one of my friends at work. And that is, this says Love Me. And then that's my daughter's name, Nicole, Cedric, Kylan, and Jordan, which are my 2 grandkids. I just use their initials. I love that. And that my name means queen. And actually, it just, my friend was a Girl Scout troop leader. So she had this base, right? She had different stuff at the top. But I like the base colors more so than anything. And I do like the Girl Scouts, so I was fine with it. I love the Girl Scouts, as a matter of fact. And one of her friends made it and sent it to me. I really like the cup. It's decent. I didn't put no lemon in it either because I don't feel like cutting one up. But anyway, let me get this other juice. That is my ice maker, sorry. She has a mind of her own. When I turned it on so it could make ice, but it also makes noise. So, yeah, it's making music. That's how I learned to listen to it. They always saying turn the bad into something good. Well, in the middle of the night, that right there, yeah, it ain't music. But let me get this mango. This mango passion. Them names always sound so delicious, don't it? It is really, really good, especially to have 1 carb in it. It is very, very good. And I'm sure it has aspartame. I think we already read that one time. So if you don't want none of that, don't get none of this. Yeah, it's got that in there. Yeah. So mayonnaise I opened from making my delicious cornbread salad from Sunday, which I have not finished. So I've been eating on that, you know, and just enjoying it. And believe it or not, I don't know if you were listening Sunday, if you even looked at it, but I made that cornbread salad, right, with, I took the Jiffy cornbread mix and made that up first. And it said 3/4 of a cup of milk, and I put a cup of milk in there. And because I made a double recipe, I did it, look, that's what it looks like with the batter on it. So I'm about to drop this in this grease. Hopefully it is hot. Here we go. We're going to see if it fits. Oh, not too bad, y'all. I'll show you. And we can, when we turn it, once it gets a little bit, I should have waited probably a little while longer so that grease could get a little bit hotter than that. If I had put a little bit more grease, it would have covered that tail, but you know, fish, I don't like messing up a bunch of grease. I don't know if you can see the tail. I'm looking at, what am I looking at here? See, that much of the tail didn't get in. But, yeah. I like it. So, like I said, I'll push that tail back in there. I'll turn it to the side. I'm gonna show you what I just did. Can't make it stay down in there though. Oh, it stayed that time. So I turned it to the side a little bit. And I got it to fit the whole tail in there. So like I said, if I had put some more grease in there, some more oil, it would have covered the whole thing. But I don't like using that much grease on cooking fish like that. And I shouldn't care since I cook fish all the time, but I do. So I suppose though, if I'm gonna be cooking these big fish, I might have to go ahead and up the oil. Because right now, until I'm disappointed, and I hope I'm not, I'm probably going to buy these fish, these big fish, because chefs, for real, for real. I bought a chicken. I'm just waiting to put that in the refrigerator. And this is just small talk, but I just looked over there and saw it from Sam's today. Because I do eat red meat, y'all. I don't have a problem with eating red meat. But I eat a lot of fish and chicken because at one point it was better for you. But we don't know what they putting in the stuff. Why the birds are going from being this big today and tomorrow they giant. I don't know. We can imagine though. But I won't say that because I have not seen them feed them big bird stuff to make them big bird. We know we can call that something else, but you know, I ain't seen it. But you know what they say they're giving them. And I can tell you, I told you in one of my videos that my grandson had to do steroids because of his, at that time, we thank God he's in remission. And he is just getting over doing those treatments as of, he graduated from high school in June. He went to college the end of August, beginning of September. So I believe we rang the bell, which I showed that too in a picture. I believe he rang that bell in August. And, but he still, while he's at school, there is some form of treatment that still remains. And I think it either is like one pill or one something that they do. He still has to go where he goes to college at. He still has to go to a specialist there to be monitored and all other things that go along with it. And he's very diligent about it because he is glad to be in a more healthy state. So in that 2 years, they had him on aggressive, all kinds of chemo, not just one or two kinds. It was all kinds of chemo, and it was aggressive on his body. Yeah, very, very aggressive. And they said it had to be like that for the solid 2 years. They didn't ever let up. But they saw more results, they said, in doing it that way than letting up in a year, or I guess a year and a half, year and 3/4. 2 solid years is what they did. But the kicker thing is that in the beginning he didn't, I know I'm going back into this, but he didn't want to be on it. Of course, nobody would want to swallow something that's going to make you sick. But there was a point toward the end, I haven't talked to him about it lately, and I'll see him in about 9 days, and we'll talk about it. And he had a problem wanting to get off of it because he had a fear of it returning. So he felt like he was taking the pill that he's taking now, it was keeping it off of him or keeping him well. And he said that he didn't think he wanted to stop. But and I think I told my daughter to tell the social worker that stuff, that he, you know, because when you go through this, when you go to the children's hospital, you get a whole team of people. So they get a social worker, they get a whole, honey, you get everything going along with that whole situation, and you need it because there's no way for you to handle this whole thing by yourself. And those kids go through a lot. But anyway, I don't even know how I got over there. But how did I get over there? It ain't coming back to me right this minute. So let me put this up. I know I said I eat a lot of chicken. I eat a lot of fish. I don't eat a lot of red meat, but I do eat red meat. And I enjoy red meat. But I buy mostly fish and chicken. Talked about the cornbread salad. I know I was telling you this. The cornbread didn't, I thought it was going to get soggy, right? But it didn't. It doesn't get soggy. Now, by me putting so much milk in that cornbread, I did say it made it dry. I said that when I tasted it. However, the ranch dressing, blue cheese with the sour cream made a huge difference in that and bringing it all together. And it's very, 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 very good. But that cornbread is still up in there dry. It's still dry. So I got to get that right. I will make it again, but that cornbread don't need to be that dry. I can tell when I hit the cornbread, because once you mix it all up, yeah, that cornbread and took on another whole something going on in that bowl. I told you I wouldn't feed it to nobody. I wouldn't. I'm scared to take this out right now. This big fish look like it needs some more time. A regular fish, a small fish would be done. It looks done. Was it even on the fish? That's pretty. How could you not like brown? Nice golden brown. How could you not love it? It's beautiful. All people are beautiful. This melanin. You see that? Come on here, y'all. Get you a friend. Get you a brother or sister. Let me tell you something about us. Let me give you a little bit of a lesson on most of us. I have found us to be some of the most loving, forgiving people on this planet. I did not say everybody. And I did not say that the ones of us that's getting scarred up right now and torn up in different ways feel like doing a whole lot of rapping and talking. But I can guarantee you that the most of us have put something to the side and put stuff to the side to accommodate the next person and their needs and desires, and put sometimes our own self on the back burner to explain, to love, to open up our hearts and our minds to get involved with you and yours. I sometimes wish people would give us that same energy back. I kind of wish everybody would. Yeah. Is that La La Land? But it's the truth. I really wish everybody would just not be expecting us to go somewhere, because we don't know where to go. We was born here. It's home. And when you say you're home and you come in the door and you close the door, it's your home. It's where you're comfortable. It's supposed to be where you could take your hat off, right? And where inside of here, most of the people love one another. So this is still home. And it would be so wonderful if we could take our hats off and feel comfortable, you know? Instead of feeling like, keep your pocketbook on your shoulder, keep your hat and your gloves on, do not take them boots off. You're getting the boot, or somebody wants to give you the boot. Or lots of people feel like somehow you don't belong. And anyway, y'all, learn to love us. We love you. I do. Anyway, I do. And I'm grateful for that. Now, I don't understand everything that's happening right now. There's a lot of words been saying on these here books and stuff and on these platforms from people that I thought was kind-hearted, and I didn't know the feeling they really had, or the words that would come out of their mouths. And maybe they didn't either until they got a freedom or a sense of freedom to share them. And I think that might be what happened. People got like a go ahead. Won't you just go ahead and share how you really feel now? Because guess what? Everybody taking off their mask. Quite shocking and a little hurtful. It is. It's hurtful because I call it home. If I call it home, then I expect to be able to come and be welcomed wherever I go, and not have to think wherever I go. Because I've always been there, but now it is as rampant as I've ever seen it in my life. I'm sure back in the day, our ancestors could look at this and think it would still be okay. But from my point of view, it's been tight, but this is loud. It's loud. It's so loud. It's screaming. And people are screaming their hate and their just hate. Anyway, y'all, this fish is ugly. Well, the mouth of it is ugly. But I told you that about all the other fish too. I told you the ugliest part of the fish, and this just happened to be big, is right here. I know it ain't got. I don't know if this fish done or not. Anyway, look at it. It's huge. It's pretty though. That's not. But that's pretty. It didn't hold on to that batter that well. I don't know what that means. Cause the little fish did. It could have meant I put it in there too early, probably, where it didn't just drop right in and just take right off frying. So I will take y'all to the table with me for a second. So we can just see if it's done, since it's that big. We're just gonna see if it's done. That's what we're gonna do. I put that light up there myself. Let me get my hot sauce. Oh, you know what? I didn't show y'all. I didn't even show y'all what I put on the fish. Let's give it a second to cool off while I show you that. I did a little bit of something different today. I don't know if that will have anything to do with it. But I used, it's in this jar, but it's this. It's that tahine, whatever this is. I put some of that on it. I put the lemon pepper seasoning and can't forget that. She right. Lemon pepper. And accent, because you know why? Accent wakes up the flavor in your fish. I just got the accent in here. But I have it in a big jar over there too. But I will show it to you since I showed you the other things. But accent ain't changed except the size. Wake up the flavor. So here we go. I am really always almost afraid of my own food sometimes, because I told y'all I ain't a cook, and I do not invite people to the party when it comes down to eating. If I can stomach it, that's well and good. I feel good about it, but I don't bring other people. But let's just make sure it's done before I stop the video. Oh yeah. It's done. It's done and it's good. And it's not dry. These parts right here. Hear that? It's bony that you can just eat and crunch on. And I like the crunchy parts. So I didn't get a napkin, but I did show y'all what it looks like. And I did say I wasn't gonna make y'all sit here and watch me y'all, you hear that? Go get you some fresh fish so you can figure out what it's like to crunch the tail of the fish. Because when you buy it already filleted, you don't know nothing about that. And it's good. If you like stuff like that, you gotta like crunchy stuff. You gotta like fish and all that, because when I say I like something, it don't mean you gonna like it. Either way, y'all, it's been real. I just brought y'all along while I fried this fish, just because I never fried a fish that big with the head on it. So y'all have been along with me with a lot of firsts, including opening up to even cooking in front of anybody first and foremost. And some things cooking all together, you know. But of course, I've said this and I say it again. It's a healing journey. It's one way that I decided to swing my journey this way. Open communication, not remaining silent and just letting things ruminate in my head. And maybe pretty soon I can share some of the things that has caused some of the trauma in my life. And one of them is, one of the biggest things is systemic racism. You don't really understand what you're doing to someone when you create an environment that is toxic day after day, year after year. Yeah. Don't be a part of that. If you are and you enjoy it, I don't know who made you. I don't know what happened in your life to get you there, but God is a deliverer, and somebody needs to love you back to life. Because in order to want to suck the life out of somebody else, somebody must have sucked the life out of you. And I pray God deliver you. If you have ever participated, ask God for forgiveness and turn it around today. Don't participate in that. Be someone's voice If you see someone that's voiceless and constantly, every day, you see the group, you see the people, you see what's happening, and you say nothing, because on that wide road of being silent, and as long as they ain't picking on me, is where a whole lot of people are. They get on that road and they feel like it ain't me today. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You do. You are your brother's keeper. We are to look out for one another. Those of you that have, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you, because you don't know the desperation that you can feel, the absolute being to feel silenced in every way. That's really what America's doing, what it seems it's doing right now. And even if that's not the intention, a lot of the people are taking it that way. Like it's like I get to let my real self out. I really need, this looks like this right here goes along with treating the black people bad. I'm in. Let me get in, because I've been wanting to do it for a long time. But it seemed that I couldn't, or it seemed I had to hide it. I covered it up, but I was still getting it across. Now you ain't got it covered up no more. You can just kind of come on out there and participate. Get off that road. It's going to lead you to hell. I can't do nothing with you here, and a lot of others can't do nothing with you about it here. But God can. There is no difference between you and I in his eyes. That's what you don't get. And look up what the 7 things, we read about that the other day, that the Lord hates. And one of them was haughty eyes, which is basically looking down on a man. You want to participate in that? Participating in something that God hates? There's a whole lot of people participating in that. So I ain't just speaking on one group of people, because there's some of everybody doing that. So if everybody doing it, ask the Lord to help you. Just stop looking down on people. There's a lot more things that he hates. 6 or 7 more things. 7 things. That was one of them. And I want to say I think it was number 1. But I don't think they matter. The number matters. What he said matters. But what number they are. Because you can't say everything at one time. They have to come out 1, 2, 3, 4. It have to come out one at a time so that it can be understood. And sometimes they say what's understood don't have to be explained, but sometimes it does. Haughty eyes is looking down on people. If you're participating in today's hot topics of pushing another color or another race, I don't care what it look like, down, another group of people down, let God do the dividing, all of it. If we, me, they, whoever they are doing something out of the will of God, pray for them. Show love. Correction where God tells you to correct. And then you step back and let God do it. But hate is not the way to go. Hate is not the way to go. God hates sin. Now, let's just get that straight. He don't like it. He hates it. And I don't care what that looks like. If you're participating in that and somebody's trying to correct you, then ask God to help you be able to receive correction, and that they come in love and in the way that God would have them come. And if you're just pushing other people down because they're a little tint in the skin or whatever, how fun is that? How fun is it? I can tell you what it feels like when you do it. especially when my voice is silent. In certain places, you can't say anything. And right now, I'm choosing not to say anything anyway, because I've said before, there's a whole lot of people unalived, and nobody gets to hear their story. And all you hear about is the 2 or 3 minutes that people want you to hear about. And then in that 2 or 3 minutes, somebody then said something that sounds like it's crazy, or a little bit crazy, or maybe not, maybe not. But we get 2 or 3 minutes of their life, and then we pass judgment on it. And then now they're gone. Their family's distraught, can't even describe what they're feeling, and soon to be forgotten. While we move on, and while you move on with your lovely little lives, and have left somebody absolutely traumatized for absolutely nothing but living, for breathing, for being born. I got to eat. And right now, because this touches me in a very special way, I can get on the soapbox pretty easily on it. Not out of a place of hate though, but out of probably just wanting to enlighten to my best abilities and bring people around to what it does to the person that even tries to have a good heart. You know, I'm pretty much, what you see is what you get. I'm not perfect, but this is what you get, right? Unless you mess with one of my children. And it's another type of height. But this is, even in that, I still try to I don't know in that. Just don't even do that. Don't even. Because I ain't perfect, and Jesus is still working on me. He is. But imagine what the other people feel about their loved ones too. What if everybody just lashed out? Y'all, do you realize where you're taking the world? That's where you want to live? You want that environment 24/7 where there's no easiness. Nobody can relax. Nobody can be home. Nobody can feel at ease. Nobody can just be free to love and live. Nobody, you got to train all night and all day. You got to train your kids, train your grandkids, train your old self to be something new. And I don't even know what that is yet, because I don't know what it looks like. So too much going on. So look, this is a journey. If you're hurting, if you've been through some traumatic experiences and you don't know what to do about it, let's pray about it. Get some therapy if it's available. Sometimes there's free therapy offered in different places in different ways. If you believe in God, prayer works. Ask God to change your life day by day, moment by moment. Ask Him to help you get from moment to moment. Because when you are going through and you have experienced traumatic events, people don't know how you live and breathe, but you and I know that it's moment by moment. So get the hope that's promised to you. It's yours, it's ours. And if you here now and you started with me however many minutes it was ago, you got some more moments. 48 of them, as a matter of fact. Whole lot of moments. So anyway, y'all be blessed. Have a great night. Enjoy your family. Participate in the positive. Leave negative behind. And if you see negative, open your mouth, please. Your story matters. Bye.